Center for the Ethiopian Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Welcome to today's lesson on theoretical, actual, and percentage yields. The last time we were together, we learned about limiting and excess reactants. We learned that the amount of product produced during a chemical reaction is based on the limiting reactant. In today's lesson, we are going to define the terms theoretical yield, actual yield, and percentage yield. We will also demonstrate theoretical and actual yield, and we will calculate the percentage yield of a chemical reaction from given information. Let us get started with our lesson. Theoretical yield is the amount of product that will be formed if any reaction proceeds completely. It is the maximum amount of product we expect from a reaction if the limiting reactant is completely used up according to the balanced equation. Actual yield is the measured amount of product obtained in any chemical reaction. It is the amount of product practically obtained from the reaction. Students, let us do our first activity of this lesson. Please state the difference between theoretical yield and actual yield.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. What answer did you come up with? If you said that the difference is that theoretical yield is the amount of product that is presumed or expected to come from a reaction, while actual yield is the measured amount, then you are correct. Good job, students. In fact, the actual yield is usually less than the theoretical yield. The percentage yield is the ratio of the actual yield to the theoretical yield multiplied by 100%. It shows us the efficiency of a chemical reaction to form products. Let us do an exercise together so we can gain a better understanding of these terms. 25 grams of methane gas burns in oxygen, according to this reaction. Let us figure out what the percentage yield is if 60.3 grams of carbon dioxide is produced. So far, we know that the actual yield is 60.3 grams of carbon dioxide. We can determine the theoretical yield using mass-mass relationship. If we solve for x, we get the answer 68.75 grams of carbon dioxide, which is our theoretical yield. Now we have the actual yield and the theoretical yield. With both of these, we can calculate the percentage yield. We know that the percentage yield is equal to the actual yield divided by the theoretical yield multiplied by 100%. Thus, our percentage yield equals 60.3 grams divided by 68.75 grams multiplied by 100%, which is 87.7%. Students, now that we have gone through one question together, you are all ready to try one on your own. When 20 grams of sulfur dioxide reacts with oxygen, 23 grams of sulfur trioxide are formed. What is the percentage yield?
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Hello again, students. I am sure you were able to solve this problem. When 20 grams of sulfur dioxide reacts with oxygen, 25 grams of sulfur trioxide are formed, and there is a percentage yield of 92%. Students, let us try one more activity. This one is going to be a bit more challenging than the last. When 14.5 grams of sulfur dioxide reacts with 21 grams of oxygen, what will be the theoretical yield and percentage yield of the reaction if the actual yield is 12 grams?
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. When 14.5 grams of sulfur dioxide reacts with 21 grams of oxygen, we have an actual yield of 12 grams. The theoretical yield will be 18.13 grams, and the percentage yield will be 66.2%. If you are finding these activities to be too difficult, please ask your teacher for assistance at the end of this lesson. In today's lesson, we learned about theoretical, actual, and percentage yields. We learned that the theoretical yield is the maximum amount of product we expect from a reaction if the limiting reactant is completely used up according to the balanced equation. We learned that actual yield is the measured amount of product obtained in any chemical reaction. The theoretical yield is usually larger than the actual yield. We also learned that the percentage yield is the actual yield divided by the theoretical yield multiplied by 100%. We can calculate any of these yields so long as we have or can obtain the other two with information we already have. This is all for today's lesson. Until next time, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.